TIL Bungie recalled 200,000 copies of their 1998 strategy game Myth 2 Soulblighter as it was being shipped to retailers after a major bug was found in the uninstaller program that could cause most of the computer's hard drive to be erased along with the game. Funny! When you uninstalled the game, the uninstaller was designed to remove all the files that the game had installed. To do this, it would navigate to the directory where the game was installed and delete everything within that directory. The issue arose when the game was installed in a directory other than the default one. If the user had chosen to install the game directly on the root of the hard drive, for example, see on a Windows machine, the uninstaller would still attempt to delete everything within the game's installed directory, which was now the entire contents of the hard drive. Sounds like 15 years ago when EVE Online released a patch that would erase your Windows file during installation and replace it with EVE's file for the game because some coder thought it would be fine to put them both in the same directory. If you rebooted your computer before the hotfix was rolled out, then it might not boot up at all. Made quite a few people mad. If you ever think blue screens offer no value, they prevent major data loss like this. The BSOD error access violation at memory address 0x means the program was trying to access write to memory outside the program and would fuck up your files, so Windows safely crashed to prevent it. They've had a couple release-related debacles. Halo 2 PC was delayed because a picture of a developer's ass was hidden in the game files. Although not directly Bungie, Infinite was delayed a whole year citing COVID, but I think they really just needed more time to polish. I'd claim I was a victim of circumstance, but it turns out I was a victim of Bungie. That game borked my hard drive multiple times, and I always came back for more. The very earth must be crying out at the damnable weight of them. The old ED game Pool of Radiance would delete Windows system files if you tried to uninstall it, trashing your machine. I've heard rumors that this bug and Bungie's response lead directly to the Microsoft buyout. Not sure if it's true or not. I still wonder what Halo would have been like had that not happened. Love the Myth series. Always hated when I would lose my built-up minions because the next mission didn't have archers, pikemen, whatever. Super fun game, wish they made more. Myth. Loved that game. Connected with a group of other players, couple of them ended up interning and then getting hired at Bungie. One's still there, 20 years later. This game was pretty incredible for its time. Fortunately, never had the bugged version, but had I known about it, I probably would have risked it anyway. This was such an underrated gem. There was a mod that let you play the game from the other side undead and it was equally enjoyable. Dude, I remember that game. I mainly played the demo, but when I got my hands on the full game it seemed way too difficult for me. I bought a copy from a computer show that year wondering why it was so cheap. Thankfully I don't think I ever even installed it. I had an uninstaller for Knights of the Old Republic do this to me. Wiped out so much before I realized what it was doing. Such an underrated franchise. Myth 2 was incredible. 3 was half-baked dog shit made by a third-party developer. I remember seeing this game in the stores as a kid. It looks so cool, but I just never pulled the trigger on it. I feel like Mandalore Gaming has gotten a lot of people to appreciate the chaotic good of early Bungie. Two-time comment chiming in. Would anyone like to join my laggy host for Raid on the Plains Koth? Myth had such a hardcore story. The world overrun by undead, a last crusade to turn the tide. Somebody watched Mandalore Gaming, it seems, playful face, but hey, still great game and interesting story. Mangalore Gaming just told me this very same thing a couple hours ago in his latest video. This game was amazing. Spent so many hours playing this online, including the World War II mod. CCP Games EVE Online, and there's another hilarious frustrating blunder. One of the reasons it had to sell out to Apple Microsoft to make the Halo games. I really enjoyed this game and its many mods. Would love to give it another go. Myth 2 was an awesome game. Played online until they shut the servers down. Such a good game. Loved both of them. Always sucked at them, but so much fun. It's always a shame when something on your hard drive goes missing. This happened to me once, but it was Red Alert 2 that did it to me. Sudo rmrf $install dir. Oops, $install dir is undefined. To those who watched the Mandalore video. X200B. Hello, I see someone else watched a certain game review recently. I see someone else saw the new Mandalore Gaming video. One of my favorite PC games. Until it deletes you PC.